Scientists have yet to learn how to account for aliens' experiences. One unknown visitor, for example, wrote headlines for months. People have been drawing and writing about UFO encounters for quite some time. In 2007, unidentified flying objects were the subject of documented sightings throughout human history. There was no scientific theory that could explain the sheer capabilities of UFOs. Unexplainable. FA-18F fighter planes from the USS Nimitz were the first to spot the dark, oval shape churning below the water's surface. After a short wait, something white that looked like a tic-tac came out of the water. The infrared cameras spotted no visible signs of a propulsion system, wings, or windows, and no exhaust could be detected. 41's Black Aces attempted to intercept the craft, but it sped away and was last seen on radar 60 miles away. At those velocities, it was moving at least twice as fast as the fighter planes and at 3 times the speed of sound. In 2017, a video showed a close encounter between an FA-18 Super Hornet and an unidentified flying object. Around 45 feet long and white, a mysterious oval was spotted speeding along the San Diego coast. The ATFLIR pod was flying along the east coast when it spotted the object. The pilots watched the object as it flew away from them while spinning on its axis. High above the Atlantic Ocean at an altitude of 25,000 feet, there has been no discovery of what caused this. If we had more information, we might conclude that established scientific theories could explain most of them. This phenomenon has persisted for decades and has been seen in many cultures. And the Army began recording these sightings a long time ago in a very special book. The purpose of Project Blue Book, which resembled the little blue books used by students on exams, was to organize accounts of UFO sightings by having witnesses answer a series of standard questions, including, when did you notice the object? And at what time did you first notice it? If there was more than one item, how many were there? And what kind of weather was it like? People who said they had seen UFOs were also asked to draw pictures of the object they saw and rate how sharp their edges were. The Project Blue Book recorded 12,000 events between 1947 and 1969, most of which were attributed to natural phenomenon or man-made objects like weather balloons. Project Blue Book said that 6% of all cases were mysteries that needed to be solved. The year 2022 may be a watershed year for the UFO research community. The scientific community and the government are increasingly curious about unidentified flying objects. In 2021, when more people than ever before had access to cell phones and other video recording technologies, an increase in reported strange encounters resulted. UAP could be caused by satellites, foreign technology, space junk, floating special balloons, or even UFOs that were built on purpose. However, maybe they are aliens. Just imagine if a spaceship carrying aliens from Alpha Centauri was racing toward Earth and suddenly ran out of brake fuel, crashing into New Mexico. No more mystery. Some of them do gain widespread fame. However, many remain veiled in obscurity. Specialists predict that in 2022, the scientific community and the federal government will pay more attention to UAP. In June of 2021, the United States government's armed forces and intelligence services released a report on UFOs. In response, lawmakers asked for an organized effort to study UAP data to be led by an official group. Air dominance, which is important for our national security efforts, is at risk because of these events. The safety and strategic advantage of the United States depends on its ability to spot and respond quickly. On December 9, 2021, it was said that the UAP amendment would be part of the National Defense Authorization Act for the fiscal year 2022, which would cost $768.2 billion. The main goal of the Airborne Object Identification and Management Synchronization Group is not to find alien life, but rather to provide a wide range of information and scientific and technical assessments about UAP. In a statement, Gillibrand said that one of the new UAP office's responsibilities would be to examine scientific ideas relating to UAP traits and performances. What this means is that we are attempting to build UAP spotting equipment and determining the best location. If we are going to find the truth regarding UFOs, or other paranormal occurrences, it might happen this year. UFO detection technology is widely expected to make significant progress within the next year. There's been a big step forward in the study of UFOs, which makes it easier to identify, track, and measure the phenomenon as it happens. A lot of people are interested in UFOs, which has led to new research and an influx of professionals with a lot of training. These projects have a good chance of succeeding and will help base UFO studies on concrete physical realities. It is impossible to predict how soon we will learn more about the foundations of UAPs and UFOs. This implies that scientists will have more evidence to investigate UFOs as real. The Galileo Project. The Galileo Project is currently working to search for evidence of extraterrestrial ships and technology. The goal is to learn more about interstellar objects like Oumuamua, which was the first interstellar object ever found coming into our solar system, and to use what we learn to find new things in the future. The Auxiliary Service of the United Aerospace Defense Command looks into and destroys UAP that the US military is worried about. Data from the Galileo project will be available to the public, and its scientific interpretation will be transparent. Important scientific accomplishments would spread human knowledge across borders, great and small, said Albert Einstein. The first telescope system will be put on top of the Harvard College Observatory in the spring of 2022 by the Galileo research team, which is made up of more than 100 experts. After keeping an eye on specific targets, the system would collect video and audio of the whole sky across visible, infrared, and radio bands. Artificial intelligence systems have no trouble telling birds apart from other flying objects. The Galileo project plans to create duplicates of the pilot systems and send them across the globe as soon as possible. While most talk about UAPs and UFOs assume they are alien craft, the theory that they are time travelers from the future or past is still gaining some traction amongst specialists. Over the past 2 years, the idea that UFOs are caused by people traveling through time has been gaining popularity. Many believe that extraterrestrials and other mysterious visitors to Earth are our distant ancestors here to learn more about human culture. Assume we can believe the generally human descriptions of their associated entities' conduct, technology, and physical shape. Suppose they are modifying space-time in their reference frame in and around these crafts. In that case, it makes sense in the context of how these spacecraft function and how they can accomplish such astounding accelerations and decelerations. It's encouraging that scientists from many fields are looking at UFOs and other strange events. No time for jokes. The long-standing stigma can't be whittled away until we learn more about the complexity behind this inexplicable phenomenon. If the stigma can be lowered even more scientists and academics will feel safe continuing to contribute to the conversation without worrying that their current field of study will be stigmatized. This could speed up the rate at which we learn new things. Questions like, are they real? And what are they, and from whence or even when they're coming? Merely assist in opening the argument after the reality has been proven. The declaration forecasts that in 2023, collaboration on UAP detection strategies will rise among various groups and individuals. In appearance and discussions, NASA has alluded to the possibility that the UFOs spotted by military pilots in recent years are extraterrestrial. The former head of the Central Intelligence Agency, John Brennan, has said that the UFOs constitute a separate sort of life. Something is going on that is alarming to seasoned pilots. Even though Top Gun-trained pilots keep reporting seeing objects not of this planet, Director of National Intelligence Avril Haines has not ruled out the idea that aliens produce UFOs. Certain UFOs behave in ways that alert adjacent military aircraft to their presence. This is a very interesting turn of events, especially since some members of Congress have said they think UFOs come from a planet other than Earth. Is the government starting to believe in UFOs? Tell us in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe for more videos like this.